It was not even a particularly beautiful sky, just a nomad blue hue, with some wispy cloud floating lazily in and out from in front of the sun. Nor were the words particularly beautiful. No promise of evolutionary thought or uprising. No descriptive passages of wonderful insight. Then what were these words? They were these words, written here by me, selfishly placed for you to read, or not to read, written for no other reason but to be written, and gotten out of my own head. This is a poem with no rhyme, reason or rationale.
Meant to be easy or fair. Just enjoy yourself to please the release me in the form of self-expression. Life's a lesson with a million ups and downs to keep you guessing. I'm accountable for all the sense that I've made. Investing in experience, now respect is being paid. The trade always was a love for the game. Playground rules that plays aside when the rules break. My understanding well proves my superannuation, cause later on I live comfortably with my reputation. Working hard, I slave each day, believing that my journey ends in my chosen place. Boy, Dazza, is life all good? Is Pinocchio's good times made of wood? Cause we came to have fun.
We're with Hunter on the word.
Oh yeah! Okay, where did you come from?
Yeah, okay. I come from Perth, West Australia. I was in a bogan-dominated sort of area, but couldn't hold it down with the bogans. I looked at crime. I was like, I'm not a very good criminal. I got caught a couple of times, and drugs. They're not very good for you. But the hip hop, yes, came through for me every time.
You kind of always associate a certain stereotypical image, and Hunter sort of never really fit that. He always looked like some bogan-y, tradey dude, I guess, kind of, that just happened to fall into the wrong pub at the wrong time.
In old English font or maybe some graph style, I wrote this rap while getting the tat, I'll get more tats before I'm done. Does it hurt? Yeah, but it's fun. I get ink, and I don't give a fuck what you think.
He was very instrumental in the scene that existed before Triple J, and those folks didn't always get the respect that was due, nor the acclaim and the financial rewards, but they did have the standing in the community, and that standing cannot be bought.
Yeah. Unsigned hype, brother.
What's up, Hunter? What's up, yo? Hello, my name's Hunter, and I'm a mad cunt.
Hunter, right here.
Get one for the house.
Second last. Save the good shit for the last.
His personality was in your face, but within saying in your face, it was always sort of with a bit of education behind it, because he had so much experience. I started in '99. I saw some of the things that he went through, and some of the things in the scene had started to change to where they are now. But he started in '94, and '94, I don't know, not too many people know 1994 hip hop Perth.
We read the last MC from obituary. You're a piece now, you sit away quietly, but there's no common memories. Your disease plays too many half by the face, circle lyricists. You hearing this, buddy? You're not putty in my hand, just verbal Play-Doh.
I think the first time I met Hunter was at an MC battle.
I'm pretty sure it was at Hyde Park, the Monday nights, the hip hop thing that was going on there.
They used to have these R&B club MC battles, because that's all there was in those days.
You know, it was this new sort of hip hop thing. One person would drive, person would drive back Maggot, and there's B-boys and graffiti after it as well. After the Heidies, everyone would go out and like bomb stuff. It's killer. It was such good fun.
I can remember him rolling in with all his yokai buddies, and he'd get up on stage, and you know, as soon as his voice was on the microphone, I was just drawn to watching him.
Community, what it means to me. Nothing in my brain is what it seems to me. I could be dead or alive. Influence me on the mic like a tried. I've been to one with some good advice. Be good to your mother like I was last night.
I don't think either of us ever won a lot of the battles, but it was more to see someone else who was rapping with an Australian accent, and could remember thinking that this is something special, this is something different.
We love you, Hunter. Hunter, what am I saying? You can hunt me down and tie me up anytime, okay?
Scotty, Optimus from Downside is my housemate. We've known each other for about 3 years or so, and we rap a lot together. We're part of a collective of Perth MCs, DJs and producers called the Syllabolix. And yeah, we all work together. Like we all do our own thing, plus we all work together and help each other out.
He really encouraged you, no matter who you are, he'd always encourage you to sort of, do your thing, even if you've never done it before, and that's a really important thing.
Many artists I know for a fact have followed Hunter's career, just like me, and I know for a fact that a lot of SPX artists, they met through Hunter, and Draft's story, he started with Hunter.
It all started as a youngin', hanging around the Hunter's flat. Once where the warriors and monsters rap, the sat back, taking a day and that's a winner. Had all the SPX as my next of kin, it was a blessing. I manifested from being a guest on Dundee, that in the help from the Heidi.
My first 4 verses that I had ever written, bar one, were on Dundee. He's putting an album out and he's giving this little kid a go, and he hasn't even heard any of his stuff before. I was around Hunter's flat. I sort of had the courage to get this piece of paper out of my pocket, and Hunter was there, and I showed Hunter the first sort of 16 bar that I'd ever written down on paper, and he was blown away, and so was Scotty. And that's where I got that little ounce of confidence, and that's where my sort of career started from that point onwards.
It's the J-Rob that better paint the picture. Spit your brick codes to split the roads and rip the grower, hit the stick your nose in. But I'm chosen to unload every life into a world that's heading into hell. But show no fear, show no mercy, it shows just the rise of the mercy. We remember the dope flows, hope goes, but it soon does off. Sugar pie and the microwave, you're too fucking soft.
He was always a very quiet boy. He was a favourite of all the aunties because he had such good manners. He was always considerate of other people. At high school, he loved Public Enemy and NWA, I think. He was really into hip-hop or heavy rap. And I can't say I really was happy about it.
I knew Rob when he sucked at being a rapper. And there's not many people out there that can say that, because the people that have known him for 15, 20 years, he's always been good. But I was there for the first 6 or 7.
I'm pretty sure I was in English class when I wrote my first rap song. It was all swearing and shooting. It was pull up at the lights, shot this motherfucker, just straight up copying NWA shit. The subject matter didn't change for a long time. I couldn't find my own sound.
He was always good with English. He was always good with words. He was probably the most well-read person I've ever met. He was always sort of writing or sort of just testing verses in his head, which meant he was testing them out loud.
If I had a beat, I'd leave it red and murdered. MC Hunter, that MC that you heard that was on the dole, mate, I'm fucking out of control. It's MC Hunter, smashing windows open with a pole.
As a result, a lot of the people which are still in contact today and are still my good friends today can't stand Aussie hip-hop now because Hunter made them hate it.
Seriously, fuck you!
I'm coming way back. Yes, I'm the original, not political. This is more analytical of myself. I approach your girlfriend with stealth, like the magazine coming off so clean because I'm keen. Know what I mean, and it's obscene. If you're not around, well then I'm going straight down.
Anyone that does a track, about being a cunt, you know what I mean, isn't pulling any punches. Your mum's has got to hear that track.
Prison couldn't hold a cunt like me, not likely, cause I direct shit like Spike Lee. But this ain't a movie, this is real life. I fuck your wife, just to cause you some strife. I've done a lot of cunty things, and out of cunts, you know, I'd be the king.
Maybe we should get in contact with Hunter's mum, ask her what she thought of I'm a cunt.
But that's artistic integrity.
With Hunter, with his topic delving, a lot of people wouldn't go into it because they have that reserve. I mean, I have that reserve. I would never write a song about that, about fucking someone's little sister. It's just like, whoa.
He just knew what he wanted, and he knew what songs would appeal to him and would appeal to other people.
But I suppose everyone has their lines, but he can pull it off because of his character, his his personality, and that's who he is. He jokes around.
And that was, you know, the quintessential Hunter. It's just those sorts of songs, to me, is those, you know, those subject concepts that the common man would relate to.
I lie to the government every 2 weeks. Handing reform and beat a hasty retreat. Because the laws took the low, hang out at the dolly. The rock guns out the front, I always try to roll me. Alright mate, you got some plan for the train. Bullshit mate, you want something for your brain.
My personal favourite Hunter track.
Jam roll. Jam roll.
Jam roll.
I'd say Jam Roll.
This is the life I choose to lead. A job I don't need, I'd rather smoke weed. And once a fortnight have a real good feed. Am I a dog bludger? Yes indeed. Fucking oath, enjoy it while you can, dog bludgers, because they're gonna make you work for it one day.
This is a really important compilation. It was basically the first Australian hip-hop album featured by Triple J. It was my favourite song off the whole compilation. Hoods, everybody on it.
Was one of the first Australian hip-hop tracks to have commercial radio success.
That was one of 2 tracks that got Cultural Kings 2 compilation high rotation.
It just captured the larrikinism of Australian hip-hop. It captured the, you know, the free spirit and the honesty of Australian hip-hop.
I'm broke as a joke with no smoke, so I can't kick it, it's my habit. I gotta have it, nicotine addiction. Every day's a packet, I'm a rabbit on a mission to get my fortnightly form in. Me and all the rest of the dog blood just swarming on Centrelink.
Did you apply for any jobs?
Nah mate, I stayed home and played with my knob.
Remember Culture of Kings 2 launch in Melbourne? He got drunk that night and slept in a box.
He did.
He slept in a box.
It was reported, I think it was one of the hired goons guys that found Hunter sleeping in a box.
And then he went into someone's office building without a shirt from his box. Well, and this is the middle of the day, people working, so classic Hunter.
Where's Hunter? Alright. Hunter the cunt, where the fuck you at? Hunter the cunt, where the fuck you at? Hunter the cunt, where the fuck you at? Hunter the cunt, where the fuck you at?
What was my experience working with Hunter like? Horrible. He was a horrible human to work with. I say that with the utmost respect. Come over, let's make a song, and we'd write the song, but as we were writing it, drinking it, it's all good.
It's always hard for me to make music with Rob. We had totally different styles. We had totally different beliefs in regards to how you should tackle a song and even the recording process.
The checklist is some beer, some smoke or whatever we were doing, and pad and a pen and the beat.
When he would record over my house, it'd be like one take or nothing.
If he sat there and it looked like I wasn't doing nothing because I'm sort of sitting on a bass drum or a drum lick for an hour, you know, him sitting there just getting really impatient. Just fucking leave it. Fucking it's good. Just finish my shit. Fucking hell.
I spat my first 4 bars, this person would share theirs, so it was a big collective, and the track will get done. And next thing we know, it's time to go out for the night to do a show or go watch a show or something like that.
We have the darkest motherfuckers in town. One of the maddest cunts. My boy Hunter and Clandestine.
This princess died in a nasty accident. This maverick or Dave on the plan sat together while we had to with the clandestine to know the truth. And I can hear the devil's footsteps slammer on the roof. There's no proof. The heretics unleashed with syllabolical speech and reaching out to the east as the beats, the lights and blood raining on the streets. In the beats, all the shells, destroying the peace.
Oh yeah, I love that song. It's I don't know why I wrote such satanic lyrics, but that beat just gets me going. And let me just put it this way, I was peaking. That to me, I was just having such a good time at that stage, and just to get up there and rap that with you know my crew, you know, phenomenal. That was the highlight for me. Yeah, that was definitely a highlight for me.
He said he thought he could never perform without having a number of drinks before he started. He had to be pretty well drunk to go on stage.
Some people have just had problems with it more than others, and I think because Rob was in the entertainment industry, he was always around alcohol. That's all we did, you know, let's just drink. and find, you know, any way to get a high, you know, to get off our heads, to party.
This shit's full of seeds, but you know, that's a good thing because I have to grow my own marijuana because the government won't supply me it. Yet they'll give school kids amphetamines.
That's pretty fucked up.
It is pretty fucked up. And they wouldn't give me amphetamines, and that was fucked up because I had to go and get it myself.
He would say yes to any drug that was put in front of his face beforehand. You know, he grew up on drugs.
A lot of people have listened to his Yokine CD, and to someone that doesn't sit down and actually listen to it a few times, it sounds like he's glorifying a lot of that stuff, but he's basically rapping about exactly what we did back then. So there's nothing on that album that's an exaggeration, which can be hard to believe with a lot of things.
Running amok, never gave a flying fuck. If you got robbed, then cunt, that's your bad luck. Snuck out of school to do breaks with my mates. Stole enough shit to fill more than 100 crates. And all the money we got went straight to piss and pot. Some used to do the shop, but take the fucking lot. Hitting the spot with stolen goods and chicks loved it. We were the bad boys in the hood, doing what we could to cause havoc into the 90s. Started getting into some bad shit.
Drugs and Crime is one of his album titles, you know, Yokine, Drugs and Crime, and that was him through and through. When I met Hunter, he was, you know, he was open about sniffing glue, open about taking acid.
Chased by cops hundreds of times. Drugs became more prevalent. Alcohol washing down prescription medicine. Anything that might get us off our head. Glue was used to stick, but we would sniff it instead. I know that it sounds real dumb, but that's how we used to roll in 1991. Yokine, drugs and crime, drugs and crime, drugs and crime.
What can you say about him there? What do you remember about your dad?
I remember that he was so cool. When he first woke up, he'd have a coffee, and then it was beer. Just beer and cigarettes all day. And on Saturday morning, no matter how hungover he was, it was up down the Peak Park with all the dogs, Biff, and all the other pups that used to hang around. We just go fishing every day and crabbing and just, you know, snorkeling and everything. Later on, like when I started getting a bit older, we used to just go to the pub and I'd just sit there and I would bum money off him and go play video games and stuff, and just be on it drinking. And then he was when he went to hospital, you know, he was in and out of hospital for a fair while. I've actually written a song about him. Something's not right, and just the other night, to make things worse, me and Dad, we'd had a fight. I was gonna smooth it over, the very first thing, and at 3 AM when I heard the phone ring, I went, Dad, of course it's bad news. My mum came in and said, Rob, we got a cruise. When I think back on it, you know it still burns cause I hesitated. We had left on bad terms.
His dad had his problems and Rob and Dad had their issues, but at the end of the day there was love there as well, so it wasn't all entirely bad. His mum would come and pick him up when he was a small kid, and his dad would be passed out and all his dad's mates would be passed out completely drunk, and Rob would be there and his mum would come and pick him up, but he'd be crying because he didn't want to leave.
I wish you could see the man I've become. I wish I could hear his voice say I'm proud of you, son, cause I miss you, Dad, yeah, I miss you heaps. And sometimes I dream of you when I am asleep. The last time I saw you lying in the bed, you looked me in the eye and then you were dead. I burst out crying and I don't know, after that I'm just gonna talk about how much I love him and that and miss him.
Saw his dad take his last breath and all that kind of thing. When he came back from Vietnam, he was just a mess, and he was never the same again since. And he had a whole range of problems. Basically, it was those problems that ultimately killed him. He didn't help it himself, but it wasn't a well man.
sentenced to life for my rhymes against humanity. My family was the first to witness the utter depths of my insanity. Dramatically and randomly, things that occurred left a child named Hunter kinda mentally disturbed. Betrayed by the way I was betrayed, stalked the streets of Yokai and made the Australian A grade. The shade bring it closer to the west, then fade. The rest was slave when the test was out late. Being the subject of two raids, one found nothing, the other found joy in all human suffering. It's tough when people throwing the Molotov. It's tough when cunts denying the Holocaust. It's tough when now and then life's tough, but we gotta go through it again. Life's tough.
There is a culture amongst Australians and Australian men, and with Australian hip hop, you know, that tough guy image of I'm not to be fucked with and I'm bulletproof and that sort of nonsense. But I think that Hunter was to be completely honest, but I think that helped enlighten other people as to be able to talk about things, you know, of that nature and not bottle it up inside or feel like you were in some way being weak by talking about your bad days and you know, and things of that sort of nature.
I'm out of control, and you know I'm on the go. Now I work like a fucking 9-to-5 jerk. Yeah, I get on berserk on my mic, and I'll give you what you like. DJ Brad, don't you understand that MC Hunter can stand on one hand, but I won't. My girlfriend's pregnant, so I don't.
Marley was a happy accident that had come at a period of sort of us being a bit unsettled. He was very shocked to find out that he was going to be a father, but he quite quickly came round to be very excited.
Now, going back, you mentioned Marley's about 3 now.
Yeah.
And while this album's sort of quite heavily on the hip hop, do you discuss him at all?
Marley comes into everything I write now. I mean, apart from all the, the horrible stuff that I say and the nasty things I say about his mum and all that. But, I talk about him in a few of those songs, yeah.
Get in where?
Get in here! In here, to make it stop.
I was just generally an asshole, drank a lot and just carried on. Just took it for granted, I thought I could live two lifestyles. I thought I could live the hip hop sort of rap star lifestyle and then come home and be a family man when I wanted to. You know what I mean? Because I did enjoy being a family man, but I thought I could have it both ways.
Okay, I'm coming. Who's that?
They are Marley. And I'm Bye.
What else?
I love you, Daddy.
And I love you too. Alright, cheer Todd's balls. You fucking ripper. Sicker. Does everyone give their permission to be filmed tonight? Do you give their permission to be filmed? Everybody's given permission, yes, yes, yes.
Hey, my name's on that poster over there.
Kings of Perth.
Your name's on there too, Op. Well done, son.
From the minute I
I feel like a bit of a pervert filming people, but I got this camera on Friday and I just thought, fuck, I'll take it out and run them up with it.
It's just that moment where it's all quiet and I get to ask the country to make some noise for the state of Australian hip hop. When we talk about cunts that have put their fucking lives into this shit.
Fucking oath. It's not like it's drugs anyway. Yeah, you feel me. Good job. I'm not gonna bother raking it up. It's fucking cool as is. I'm pretty stoned. It's the 8th of August 2010 and I've got neuroendocrine cancer. Fuck, what does that mean? I don't even know. I'm not getting emotional, I'm just tired and a bit bored. And I've got a new camera and I'm playing with it. I want to learn to video blog or video talk shit too. I don't know. I don't know what I want. Marley Bear. Fuck, you might watch this. You'll know me more than I knew my dad. What can I tell you about me? I'm just really like rap music. I thought I was an alcoholic, but it turned out I wasn't. But I'm a drug addict. And of course I'm concerned with that. I mean, that being a drug addict isn't a good thing. I hope you don't become a drug addict, mate.
Yeah, there's nothing better than coming home from down south and coming up the freeway and seeing the silhouette of the city. It's a good city, a good looking city. They're called neuroendocrine tumours and they produce hormones that just fucks around with your system. Causes diarrhoea, hot flushing. They diagnosed me with gallstones. I was like, oh yeah, well, that sounds about right, you know. Gallstones, fuck it. The man came in and took me into an ultrasound room. I go, did you find some gallstones? He's like, oh no. I go, did you find anything? And he's like, oh yeah, found something. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't think anything of it. Just didn't even consider it might be serious. Anyway, after the ultrasound, they took me up to this upstairs room and waited there for about, I don't know, for a little while, half an hour or so. I was just sitting there. He said, look, the ultrasound's found something and we've found some lesions on your liver.
I was amazed at his strength. I fell apart completely when he was first diagnosed. And to find he was so strong, I was so amazed. And his strength helped me.
I just didn't want him to be sick.
I really found out how bad his condition was really through the Twitter, because a friend of his, Paul Solder, rang me and was like, have you seen what he's been writing on Twitter? And I'm like, no. He goes, you better check it out, man.
The whole thing of hip hop is being honest and letting people know, like that's what you write hip hop songs for, you want to let everyone know. So it's just a different medium, I suppose. There's music, there's Twitter, Facebook, they're just different mediums of letting people know how you feel.
Sick of not seeing Marley Bear every day and coming home to Marley Bear and my family. And that's my fault. I fucked that up. Because I guess I thought I didn't want it. I guess I thought I didn't want it, and now it's all I want. I don't even know what I'm doing. Video blog. It's like a diary for dumb cunts.
It was incredibly frustrating at times because, especially when he'd, in the heat of the moment, tweet something about you or something that you'd done or something that you'd said, you'd be like, oh, do you have to outpour every single thing on the internet? But at the same time, I think it really helped him draw some support.
It's like every step of the journey, he let people know what it was like.
That's next Monday, that's this Monday, November the 26th, is when I start taking these. I take one of these, 100 milligram, so I'm taking 350 milligrams of Temidol. I take one of these pills, and then when I've had my breakfast, I take 3 of these, and then on Wednesday I go into Charlie Gardner's and have an infusion of some kind of peptide, and then they make the decision and tell me what's going on.
Sweet. Well, hopefully you'll be okay.
Yeah, so hopefully that'll be okay.
He really connected with people that he wouldn't normally have been able to connect with without it. The support from all across Australia and even the globe, because of his openness with it and because he connected with people and in a way that we didn't expect.
We're recording a song for the with 750 Rebels, which is the Brisbane sort of equivalent to Syllabolix.
I went from being a fan to a radio hoster with the most to rap and rocket shows from coast to coast. Most Aussie hip-hop fans that know me know how stoked to be rapping with Boney and Stoney. And all fanatics of this rap shit since back with the TDK cassettes at open mic nights we smashed it.
Mathematical magnitude, that's grammatical. Black magic, collateral cannibals when we damage crews.
Yeah, the Heat for Hunts thing started, it was a gig for Hunter. It was like a Boney Stoney gig. You always wanted to see it live, one of the main things you wanted to see. The original idea was just to come and do a gig, and Len said, why don't we do an auction as well? And so we rang everyone around the country, get people to put in, do an eBay auction. We organised it all within a week. Everyone was more than happy to give up their special little things out, their collection, their one-offs and their mint condition they've saved forever. But it was like a 10-day auction, and even after a sort of week in, people were still ringing me trying to donate stuff.
I can't forget. Hip-hop all the time.
He's going to be here somewhere. Where's Hunter? Come here for a second, Hunter. We're going to need tonight just for Hunter. We're going to pay for the gig. Oh, it's in the old camera angle. Oh, look at that. That's right. So we represent Hunter. With this check here, the Australian hip hop community got together, raised $11,819.11. Family. Thank you. Would you also say a few words, Rob?
Right. Thank you, everybody. I'm not doing any rap tonight. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you. Taking the money around Oh, that's the best news I've had in a year. In 1 year, I've had tumours growing inside me, and today, after a preliminary report, they are shrinking.
Oh, good.
Yeah, pretty happy with that. Real happy with that. Yeah, no, I'm stoked. Absolutely, just it's the best news I've had in a year. Magic hands. Yeah. Peppermint tea. Go grab some balls.
What was quite apparent was his work ethic, which he could never fault, increased.
It wasn't a case of he didn't have time, he just wasn't using his time before. And I think he was really quite looked back and just was like, wow, what have I been doing? I could have been doing so much more. And I think that was a light bulb moment for him.
Hey, how you going? You know who I am. If you don't, name's Hunter. I'm a rapper from Perth, Western Australia. Some of you might have heard that there's a documentary being made about me. This is not that documentary. What we've got here on this DVD that you're watching, and thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy it, is just a mix of film clips, live performances, interviews with some other SBX crew, and just little bits and pieces that I've videotaped over the last year or so. So kick back and enjoy it. You can't beat it with a bat.
I want to keep that shirt now.
Yeah. I'll come back and say hi. Yeah, I might as well. I've got to stick up.
Watch the side of stage.
Yeah, I think I will. That'll be a good place. Do you mind if I film some?
Of course, sure.
Go. All right, wicked. Sell it to me.
Your car where everything's so fast.
Sell it to me, Royden. Look at the clandestine.
This one's good. This one's good. This one's good.
MC Hunter.
Are you one of those puppets with strings on your hands and arms, or with a stick up your arse?
Oh, both actually.
You just a tag and off the back of hoodies. On footage of your man banging soft and flaccid hoodies. Impossible, how could you? Cause I dance with the obstacles and put a can of cam in each of my expansive opticals.
I'm joined now by Hunter from the Perth hip hop scene. How you doing today, mate?
I'm well, thank you.
So, tell us the deal with Canteen. What's that in support of?
Well, Canteen's a charity for young people with cancer. I was diagnosed with cancer last November, and when I was diagnosed, I sort of got lost a little bit, and I thought there's something I can do. It was almost like a calling. It was, why don't I could put together this great compilation album and raise all the money for a charity.
I first got involved with the Canteen project when Robert came to visit us and basically said he needed some help. I think he had a genuine desire to help people, to put something back into the community and to help people that were going through the same thing as he was.
That's my thing. Like, that's when I first got sick, I thought, what kind of special fucking power, got a special fucking power, what kind of superpower do I have? What can I do? And I thought, well, you know what? I know everybody in Australian hip hop. Well, I don't know everybody, but I do almost know everybody. And I actually thought it would be, didn't think it was going to be as sort of difficult. But also, I mean, I've had a fair bit to contend with, as well as, maybe if I hadn't been so sick, it would have been a bit easier. But yeah, it hasn't been as easy as I have had a fair bit going on. Obviously, I do have cancer. Pardon me, I'm a bit sick.
You've got a brand new record coming out. You launched this record interstate, but not in Perth, and you're going to be relaunching it as well as on a 12-inch vinyl, which is pretty awesome stuff. Tell us a bit about that.
We're launching it this coming Thursday night. Yeah, I've brought DJ Vame, the guy who produced the album. He's coming over, and we've got a whole bunch of guests as well from my crew, the SBX. And a few others, a few local young up-and-comers. We'll be performing tracks off the album that haven't been performed live before, so it'll be your first, and it also will be probably one of your last chances to see me perform, as I will be taking a bit of a hiatus after this.
Hey, pussy, you get around tonight or what?
No, it's not my last set. I already know it's not my last set. I know I've billed it as my last set, but it's not. I've actually booked another set. I've booked another show in 3 weeks in Bustleton, so I bullshitted everyone just to make them come down. Thanks, darling. Thank you very much.
I would have paid 10 pounds. I would be inspired so much.
Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. Emotionally, I feel great. I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday chemotherapy. If I'd have had it the other week, this would be my bad week. But having just had it, I don't feel too bad. I had a good rest as well before I came in tonight. Just that fucking liver, look at that fucking thing, man. It just fucking shits me. That is just a liver, man. It just fucking annoys the crap out of me. I've lost every fucking ounce of fucking muscle and strength. And I was like, why is my gut still so big? And the doctor's like, oh, that's a liver.
That's all I can do. I can just hope for the best.
Put your hands up in the air for Hunter. Put your beers up. Put your drinks in the air. This is for Hunter. Put them up. Hunter, 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 Hunter. Welcome to the motherfucking Monster House. My name's Jerry. By any means unnecessary is the hairy bastard. Coming straight out the arse end of Earth, known as the city of Perth. Now my birthplace ain't the worst case scenario. Life ain't a motherfucking game like Mario.
As every good DJ knows, you gotta buy doubles of every record.
For me, Hunter is the epitome of Australian fucking rap.
Brothers and sisters, listen to the mix of Hunter Bank as we repaint the pitch on a vinyl and digital canvas. Yo, we ain't got the hands to look yours for society's kids.
He never changes his style up. He just keeps it raw, hardcore hip hop. You know, he stays true to the art. He doesn't fuck around.
Hunter, man, he's a fucking king, man. Fucking hell, he's like the Eazy-E of fucking WA, man. He seriously is.
We are a culture. The guys behind me and the guys in the scene have been a family to me, especially since being sick. And it's more than music. It's a family and it's friendship that I've never felt in my life. Being sick means I've got a brain tumour. I'm scared, I won't lie, but seeing people like Hunter up on stage makes me think that I can do this and I can move a bit forward.
And I'm here for the fucking win. I'm gonna beat that fucking cancer and I'm gonna come back here and fucking tear the fucking roof off. I'm gonna try and get through this, people. Too many times, temptation took a terrible toll, but now my heart's just looking like a black hole sitting in my chest. Maybe any best if I just left, and you can write me off as a bad set. But don't write me off just yet, and I'm a temp redemption, like Christ's ascension into heaven. I want to be remembered as a man who tried to do things right. So my son, looking up at the stars, with pride, say my old man died for the right thing. I look at him, he smiles and my heart sings. He's been kicking off, I ask the ground, take a look around. Everybody found, I scour myself with my own stupidity sometimes. Every time my heart feels quite right. Sun shines up the night with the light in my life. Hasn't always short that bright. I know the life is likely, blow up a surprise or two. And Lord, I'm sorry that I lied to you. Please understand what I tried to do. Be someone up to walk alongside with you. Will you please say a prayer for me? Put your hands up, rock the room! Hunter! 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 Well done, bud. Thank you.
Hi. Thank you.
Focus on the in-breath and the out-breath. Breathing in and letting go.
So we say take some time, come away for a few days and be able to give yourself that little bit of time to be able to work on your program for health.
That's my son Marley. That's Laura. She wanted out. She hated me. I betrayed her, you know. I do understand now. I know exactly where she's coming from now. And I do regret, but I also realised that it was a lesson that I had to learn and I wouldn't have learned it any other way, you know. And we had a kid together, then we bought a house and did all that. So she was wrapped on the idea of we were going to get married and everything was all good. But then I cheated on her and I was just generally an asshole, you know. But we do things as a family now. Like the three of us will go out and like we'll go to my friends. We'll go to friends' weddings and that together. Whereas in the past she wouldn't have wanted to. And that's what I'm trying to build with my son now. Memories of his mum and me, so that when I'm gone, he can talk to his mum about me and not say, oh, me and Dad did this once, but you can say, remember when you, Dad and I did this? You know what I mean? So that's really important to me, you know. And luckily I've got my missus, my ex, she understands that too, so she's very good. I really love her, I wish, I know that you can't hold on, I don't know. I don't think I've ever loved anyone before.
It's like you don't know what you've got until it's taken away. That's how I felt.
Knock, knock.
Hi.
Hello. Hello, mate. How are you?
Good.
What have you been doing?
Candy.
Oh, yeah? It's a good little train. Did your Auntie Jem buy you that?
Yeah.
That was nice of her, wasn't it? Well, that one goes in that one.
Yeah. See?
Oh, yeah? And who's that one, do you know?
His name is, I'll show my mummy.
I know who it is. It's Sir Handel.
Sir Handel.
That's right. Hopefully I can set a good example for Marley, you know? Whereas before I would have been setting a bad example. Look left and look right, Marley. Are there any cars?
No.
What about that way? I was always fighting with his mum. His mum and I don't really fight that much anymore. We still did for quite some time while I was sick. I resented the fact that she wouldn't take me back, because I was sort of hoping that, you know, maybe this would be the catalyst that would get us back together and that we could live as a family. But she couldn't do it. And I don't blame her.
I did find that later on in life he did want to put more messages in his music. That's not to say that his earlier music didn't have a message in it. It was just more, you had to look for the message. Like, later on he did, he really did sort of think, what can I leave? I need to pass on some messages.
My life is important to me, is it important to you? I started writing this the 4th of June of 2010. Friends now know it's Hunter again. I'm on the mend round the bend as well. I've never been through hell, I'm on a heavenly orbit. Cancer, and how that I caught it if I knew that. And what I know now, I'd be ripping like a maniac, ready for a showdown.
Probably also having a son as well. He can't just be that dude who's talking about being a cunt and, you know, all that shit. His kid would probably listen to his music, so at some stage he wants to know, oh, his dad had some smart shit to say.
Slow down, now I know the race is on. No time for a slow pace, cause life ain't that long. A time bomb, there's a tumour in my gut. Cancer might kill me, but it won't stop me, nah, not in this life.
And he did say to me that it was the best thing that ever happened to him. And at first that really fucked with me, like it really messed with me. I didn't really know how cancer could possibly be a positive. But you know, then he sort of elaborated and said, well, I can remember what I did on Saturday night. I actually had a really good time on the weekend and could wake up in the morning and be able to recall it and go, wow, that was really good.
The bastard was on pause. I just showed you my kitchen and how clean everything was. Oh man, I'm gonna give a massive lecture about saying how much easier it is to look after yourself when you're not a raging drunk. I was telling you, Marley Bear, that because my dad, your granddad and I both wasted a lot of our lives drunk. And luckily for me, I don't know about what it was like for him in his last couple of years, but he had pretty bad health with his liver, and my liver's fucked as well, but maybe not as bad as his yet. But being sober, you can achieve a lot more. But I've got a lot more to achieve. The poor bugger, I mean, I was 15 years old, so I guess it all happened for him too late. But for me, I'm gonna try and teach you right from wrong, mate. I love you, Marley Bear. And yeah, I've given up. No, I haven't given up on the song, but I've got business to do. But I do want to go get the tin whistle and play you a song.
So here's a million and one things for you to do at once. That's the letter from Silver Chain.
Your chemotherapy finished in February.
Yep.
And then you've been on this levothyroid injections.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm due for one of those today.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the radiologists feel that things have
pretty stable.
No, they've probably increased in number and size.
Oh,
That's
have
what
they?
call, yeah.
Oh, well, have increased in both sizes and number.
That's probably the reason why you might be getting more pain.
It's 57. Shit, that has grown. Lesion interior. Where's that one? Okay. So it's just the one that's put mass on. The rest of them are stable. Is that what that says?
Again, it's talking about extensive, very extensive.
Okay, which one is that?
Depressions.
Oh, yeah, there's my spine. Yeah. Okay.
It's looking at the liver from the side and looking from slices taken from top to bottom. So this one they are sure that has increased in size. So
Oh, that's alright. It's alright. I knew. I think I did expect. I expected them to be stable. I expected them to be stable again, so I was a little bit surprised. It sounds like it's been about 20 mil. That's alright. 20 mil's nothing. I'm pretty sure it was. It's alright. It's okay. I'm gonna shrink it. I am going to shrink that bastard. I am. I'm allowed to cry and be upset about it. I'm allowed to cry and be upset about it for now. Tomorrow and today, I'll start shrinking it. I thought it was going to be stable.
It's Mummy's turn to be Mummy helper at kindy. Said no, it's not. I won't push the issue. And then when this morning I said it's Mummy's turn to be Mummy helper at kindy. No, it's not.
I was allowed to go home tonight if I wanted to, but I've started feeling a bit crook again. Dr. Joseph just said, look, it's time to get comfortable and, just get as comfortable as you can, and, it's no more cooking and cleaning and shopping for myself, it's time to move. It's time to move back in with Mum and just.
Do you reckon maybe you shouldn't be doing the gig tomorrow? I'm not telling you what you should be doing, I'm just wondering.
I'm going to do the gig tomorrow. I should be right. I keep forgetting about it. But I'm going to do it anyway. If I can't do it, But I'll be right, I'll get it. I will get it. I'll be right.
I don't know you, but I've heard so much about you.
Yeah, I'm a good bloke.
Can I give you a big hug?
Yeah, sure.
How you doing, man?
Oh, there you are. It's not good enough, okay? I don't want to do that shit anymore. Get here half an hour before the fucking show.
We had the intention of getting here ages ago. I just ran away, I don't know where.
I'm stressed out. I'm stressing out. I can't afford to stress, okay? Yeah, just to tell you something before this set. My name's Hunter. It's my man Mortar. We'll DJ to fire up in the decks. Yeah, I only just got out of hospital this morning. I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of my condition. I've got cancer.
He's ill.
I've got cancer in the guts. Now, I love all of you very much too, and it really hurts to have to tell you not to poke me in the guts. Don't come up and poke me.
Because I'm in a lot of pain these days.
Do not poke him in the guts.
Do not poke him. Forget
it's
that.
It's a no poking area tonight. You can be chilling at home.
The one thing people didn't realise with Rob is that the tumours he had and the massive amount that he had from day one. He had 14 when on the first day he found out, and the size of them and the location was that the cancer wasn't just making him sick. There was a level of pain involved that overrode everything else.
Bit disappointed. I guess I'm just feeling down. I guess I'm just. You can't get everything on camera. You can't capture even if you did capture a whole life on camera, doesn't mean you're gonna live forever, does it? You're only live. If I'm dead now while you're watching this, I'm only not even alive, am I?
Yeah, you can't stop. You can't stop writing rhymes. It's as a rapper, how can you stop something? Something that just comes. For me, it's not something I try to do. It's something that I've always done in my brain. My brain that's just what my body is programmed to do. My brain and body are programmed to do. Writes poems.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, I'm in the place to be. I run a mucker, oh yeah, the H-E-N-T-R, motherfucker, the one superstar. I run amok and I'm gonna go far, straight to WA. It's the place to be. I run amok, motherfucker, Syllabolix elite. Yeah, I'm in the spot with the SBX and my man Flimo. Be setting up the decks and we got the gel and he's rocking the shit and fucking hi-hats on the beat with the hit, but he's missing something. And we're spewing, so there's not a lot that we can be doing. Tonight we're rehearsing for the SBX show tomorrow. We've got the whole crew doing all the collaborations that we've done over the years. So, we've got, Opt and Daz and Mortar and myself and even Tomo's down here and Layla. And who else we got? We've got a bit of Belief, the sort of newest member. He's going to jump up and do some stuff. And so, yeah, we've all just come down to have a bit of a jam and get reacquainted with some of the older songs that we're going to perform tomorrow.
Yeah, you go more except Lee, right? Yeah. Sweet. Well, how do I start it?
I start it's my first verse.
You sure? You judge jury?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you slip me out?
Yeah.
Fuck the censorship, I'm gonna say what I'm like that to ripping to these MCs.
Slaying the cunts, there's out to cunts who got no business broadcasting their ignorance and Australian hip-hop is everlasting, blasting fast, going farther than outcast, drain the industry, like me with the white cars.
I've heard them all tell me that God don't like ugly. God's the only one with the right to judge me. So you can hate, you can doubt my buzz, but get in the ring, I do it without my gloves.
Every night I gotta fight for my people like Ghana. You can death, ain't a threat, you have to bring your whole army. I'm a purveyor of peace, but a soldier inside and I'm heating up the mic like a soldier at night.
But you can't claim better than I play and lost. While I rap my just to testify. You've been through what they say about sleeping dogs, sleeping the fishes. This is the business of getting written off. It's Y versus my cursive text versus my murderous flex, but the worst is next.
Bring on the jury, bring on the judge, bring on the executioner, I still won't budge. Like the grass is green and the blue's the sky. I'll be true to hip hop till the day that I die. Bring on the jury, bring on the judge, bring on the executioner, I still won't budge. Like the grass is green and blue is the sky. I'll be true to hip hop till the day that I die. Yeah, fresh. Let's do it again, eh? Helen back. Yeah, he's not doing his verse for Helen back. You gonna be able to remember it or not? Oh, fuck it, we don't need you. There's no point in doing it if you don't know your shit. I don't know this shit. Fuck it, we're not doing that song. I reckon we should definitely go through Judge and Jury again.
Yeah.
Just keep going through it.
We'll go through the whole round. We'll just map that
Find it out.
set and then we'll go back and do it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Alright, what's up next?
You're on? Sorry, I'm a bit fucking short-tempered right now. I'm just in a fucking mega pain. Hey, no, I want to stay. I'm all right. As soon as I get home, I'm going to get the silver chain out to morphine, so it's no drama. Yeah, I want to just. I'm enjoying. I like it here, you know, even though I'm grumpy as fuck. My favourite people here, you know. Syllabolix motherfuckers.
Motherfucking Syllabolix in the house, put your hands up, SPX! Get from living prayer, back. Yeah, I'm gonna beat cancer, first round knockout. I'm young, strong, yes, I got nothing to worry about. Halfway through the project, I've got my diagnosis and wonder how the fuck I'm gonna cope with all of those and I've said I know that you can do it. We got the beats, you got the rhymes, I help you get you through it. I'm like, yes, my friends are the best. I'm so blessed to be down with the night sweats and blood tests and cans. Saying to the doctor, man, can't you figure it out? And I'm ready for treatment, even ready for chemo. I'm not gonna sit around getting all emo, no. I'm still feeling, still got the feeling. Still on life and way past the ceiling. Feeling from a blow, now I'm ready to go. And ain't nothing gonna stop the flow. I never thought I'd die so young, and I gonna. And I'm not scared of dying anyway, and I'm gonna. I've been a hell of back. Sing it.
I wasted a lot of time drinking, doing drugs. What I would do is I'd get my kayak, give my fishing rods a good scrub. I'd pick up Laura and Marley, start driving north. That's what I'd do. There'd be no beer, just the three of us. I'd set up camp for them every night, make a beautiful, comfortable tent for Laura and Marley to sleep in. If they wanted me to sleep outside, I'd sleep outside. If they invited me in, I'd sleep inside. That's heaven. That's my heaven. The Fear and Loathing album launch is definitely going to go ahead, no matter. It's scheduled for August, so it'll be towards the end of my treatment. And I'll just get through it, you know. I'll be motivated to get through it. And I'll just do it. It'll be something to look forward to, you know. If worst comes to worst, I'll just get Dazza to learn all my words. And Mortar can rap it, Dazza can rap my stuff. And I'll just chime in when I can, you know. Or leave heaps of backups in there and stuff. Me and Mortar and I will figure out a way to do it. And you know, we've got a pretty big surprise for the launch as well. You know, I might tell you off camera about it, but I won't give the game away just yet. But it's a pretty massive surprise. It's it's going to be pretty big and pretty massive. And see, I wouldn't miss it for the world. You know, I don't care if they have to wheel me there, and they might have to wheel me there. But I'll be there. I'll be on stage rapping Fear and Loathing. Hey mate, how are ya? Yeah, good. I've just received all the songs for the Canteen compilation. Now, look, I want to know: would you rather be like about track 5 or track 6?
No, I don't actually mind, mate. The tracks that come out on my album.
It's gonna be, mate. I've been listening to the tracks. They're fucking killer. Funky as. I really want to put that. I keep thinking disc 2 for that, but disc 2 is now bigger than disc 1. Ah. Fuck you, Daz. You fucking... Shut the fuck up, robot. This guy's got fucking cancer as well. Where's his cancer? I don't know. But he's got cancer. Poor bastard. We're putting the set together for Fear and Loathing for August 12th, big show. So track 1 is Favourite Things.
Yep. When do you want to do your solo?
Do I want to do my solo? Do you reckon I should do my solo?
It's a pretty good song, man. Do you want to go into it one shot?
What do you think?
Pretty banging.
Yeah.
Fear and Loathing, girls take off your clothes.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's Hunter and Water. Exploding.
Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now.
We're standing outside AB Studios with my man Mortar. I'm Hunter. We're going in there to talk to our boy Hal
What a good
from
friend.
Coolism. But anyway, we're going in there.
Nothing good.
We talk about our album Fear and Loathing.
Yes.
This album's we've been working on this album since 2004.
Yeah, something
Can you
like
believe that? It's the longest I've ever worked on an album.
It's the longest I've ever worked on anything.
Yeah, but like
I'm not that committed.
But to listen to it, you wouldn't think we put that much time into it. So I bought the drunk raps for like 3/4 of the album,
Then
or
the
2/3
sober.
of the album,
Then sober rap.
and then he bought sober raps from about 99% of the album,
Oh, yeah.
and then we both got sober as judges.
Yeah, got real sober. For a
Real
minute.
sober towards the end there.
It was a sobering experience.
Kicked in the album and finally put it together, and here we are. We've made it. We're success. We're on the Triple J Hip Hop Show tonight.
Yeah, fist pump.
You're listening to the Triple J Hip Hop Show. This is Hal Latukefu here chatting with Mortar and Hunter.
Hunter got sick. We were like, well, you know, there's no time like the present to actually get things done. And you start to put aside all the things that get in the way.
Yeah, well, instead of being hungover on a Saturday and not doing anything, I was like, geez, I've got to start recording some of these rap songs I've been writing, and finish them off and get them out there. Otherwise, they're not going to get done, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky. I've been pretty well supported, and yeah, there's a lot of love out there for me, and I'm grateful for all of it, you know. Yeah, I really am, truthfully.
Is Laura going to come tonight?
Yeah, just because she's coming tonight doesn't mean she's forgiven me. I don't think she's ever going to forgive me completely. In fact, I just kind of know that she never will. I just have to, I've forgiven myself, and that's enough, you know. But this is the last one. There won't be another after this. So I lie, because I did actually get booked for one in October.
Hi motherfuckers, my name is DJ Ocean, I'm with your host. I'm out of here, it's time for the highlight of the fucking night. What you all came here for. That fear and loathing shit. Yeah.
Suddenly there was a terrible roar of bullets, and the sky was full of what looked like huge
Spirit-led girls, set up the road, niggas hunter and mortar. Exploding and hurting, taking Aussie rap to a whole new level. With rhymes so wicked, it's like they're out of the devil. And a pedal, long out and shout with 3 hunters, hunching cunts. Getting drunk in a Billy bus for once. I'd love to hear some Aussie rap that doesn't make me want to I get a gun and come back and fucking massacre the lot. I love Aussie hip-hop, I love Aussie hip-hop, it's so hot. You think I heard a stop? I think I heard a shot. Salute star, wild west finesse. I shoot off at the hip, miss. Snap with a stained dress. Who's the sucker? Who's the sucker? Well, it's probably me. Who's the sucker? Well, it's probably me. Who's the sucker? What's up, Perth?
Check it out, Perth. We've been recording a record this year, and we've only performed twice. The only reason we would come out and do a show is for our man Hunter over here, man. We know Perth loves Hunter. So if you love Hunter like we love Hunter, make some fucking noise!
I'll break out the beat, break out the paper, break out with outrageous statements, break out of selling out space. Maybe I'm safe. Break and fight in, and it's on the ground. Put a song on like this, the price is right. Put it on the line, I got screws to break up. Pretend man, like said man, this is the old rock. She like the wishy-wishy, you like the wishy-washy. What's on this wishy off me? You really piss me off. Poetic, in the middle, they start to stop them up in the shop. Steve, we're gonna rap with every year, tap it out. I'm too busy happy out every day. Down with the whip, I gotta think the I get to mention all the heads and let them on the path to their ascension. We know the resurrection, immaculate conception, going back to the inception, going for us and ourselves on the map and the direction, like the tracks and that we step and on to follow. Yeah, we get a day we wanna go on tomorrow. I'm taking a break. We was gonna do a solo song, right? So I'm taking a little break. So you're gonna sit down in the crowd. I'm getting down to enjoy this. Is my favorite song on the album. Wait, Roy, I'm gonna sing along. What you gonna do? You should whistle all the bits. Now this song.
I'll never forget the night that we met down at the wayside. We took cigarettes and trips to the city, taking the main one. Straight to the pub, we ordered some jugs, drank some scotch and dry. Dinner acoustic, karaoke, I sang, oh what a night. Late December, back in 95 in Northbridge, when all we had was joints and an urgent need to get pissed. And we was kids and we was living life at light speed. Bottle to bottle, bucket to Moroccan, we got tonight to see. I had a job, pouring drinks, you did the same right. Different pubs, but after they shut, we stayed up half the night. You made me laugh, always the charm, said the right things. And I was your man, I asked for your hand and gave you the diamond ring. Magic. Memories we've been sharing. I never forget. Moments. Memories we've been sharing. I never forget the day that you left. left, it started with drinking. The drugs and the harm, the scars on your arms, what were you thinking? Couldn't escape the past and always on the wagon. Chasing the dreams, chasing the dreams.
A lot of the stuff that he did write was just straight from the heart, you know, and I think it's the Hunter I would like to listen to from now on, if he was to continue making music, which we know is an impossibility. I think he was growing and he hit a point that I really liked. I enjoyed that stuff. A lot of other people would say, no, his early stuff's the best because it's the larrikin stuff, the party stuff, just that grimy, drunk stuff, which is really good, you know. Not to say, yeah, I'm not saying one's better than the other, but I really enjoyed listening to him put his heart out and soul onto paper and show that he wasn't just this dude who was about partying, that he did have a lot to say, and he said it well.
Well, got a hospital bed at home. Just it's a lot more comfy, you know. Bed goes up, bed goes down. Bed goes up, bed goes down. I haven't really had the energy to do much. At the moment, it's it's about 1:30 in the morning, 20 past 1. I'm losing my voice, I don't know why. I'm glad I'm not got a rap show tomorrow. I've got a few shows coming up, which is sort of scary, trying to get into the habit of getting back on the mic and get some shit done. Still got a few albums put out yet. So, I'm gonna go switch the camera off and the light and that. I'm a savage beast on the mic. You know what I'm like, I'm too fucking hype. I don't sit there and Skype, I just grab the fucking mic and do what's right. When I grab the pen and the pad, you best believe I'm right when I write. Mad inside, tight. I always fight. The powers that be. You will see. Best rapper is me. Hunter, Mad MC.